You missed a few letters.
Paint costs money and you got a long-ass name.
Hey, welcome back to ScreenCrush. I'm Ryan Airy, and this is everything you need to know before watching Season 3 of... Young Mark Grayson, son of world-renowned superhero Nolan Grayson, aka Omni-Man, has long awaited the emergence of his powers. Now, Nolan is a Viltrumite, an advanced alien race of humanoid galactic conquerors. Now, Nolan is posing as a hero of Earth while secretly plotting his takeover for the Viltrum Empire. Mark, being half Viltrumite, is eagerly awaiting the arrival of his superpowers, and that day finally has come. Following a team-up between Omni-Man and the Guardians of the Globe against the villainous duo, the Mauler twins, we see Nolan attack the Guardians at their headquarters, brutally murdering all of them, and barely surviving the incident himself. Nolan is presumed innocent and thought to be the only surviving victim of this attack. Following the annihilation of the Guardians and the temporary incapacitation of Omni-Man, we see Mark step up into his role as a superhero, named Invincible.
He said it! He said it!
We also see the formation of the new Guardians of the Globe, formerly the Teen Team. We have Adam Eve, Rexplode, Duplicate, and Robot.
That's us, everyone's fourth favorite superhero team.
Adam Eve has the ability to manipulate atoms and essentially bring anything into existence. She has a rough home life because her parents, especially her dad, are very disapproving of people who have enhanced abilities. Eve is dating Rex, that is until she catches him cheating on her with Duplicate, and she pretty quickly ends up leaving the newly formed team. Oh, and Robot is actually controlled by this little guy named Rudy.
Believe you can answer that question on your own.
It's the real robot.
Now, Mark is learning the ropes of being a superhero in the all-too-common struggle of balancing his personal life with his hero life, which eventually causes some relationship issues with his girlfriend Amber, eventually leading them to break up. Mark faces off against villains like Doc Seismic, who has an infatuation with destroying historical landmarks. He also fights the aforementioned Mauler twins and this race of alien invaders called the Flaxans. Mark and Eve become close after realizing that they're actually classmates on top of being fellow superheroes. Mark's mom, Nolan's wife, Debbie Grayson, has become suspicious of her husband's involvement in the murder of the Guardians. But she's not the only one. Demon Detective Damian Darkblood is also suspicious of Nolan's involvement in this slaughter.
Well, that's it. I'm gonna die alone.
No, you won't. You're gonna be fine.
I kinda think you will, buddy.
Well, I just met this great girl, but I gotta get her the perfect Valentine's Day present or she's gonna think I'm some basic loser. All right, well, first of all, man, that is really high stakes. But if you want to get her something beautiful, creative, and unique and original, just get her some jewelry from Holzkern. They make unique items from natural materials like wood, peacock feather, stone, and many more. For instance, you could get her this ring. It's called the Zendela, and it's made from gold and nacre. Or check out these beautiful ocean foam earrings made from freshwater pearl and gold. Even my watch is made by Holzkern. It's called Askja, and it's made from walnut with a marble face. See guys, what I love about Holzkern is that you cannot find these items anywhere else, so it is a truly unique gift for the person you love. From their workshop in Vienna, they make everything in small quantities to ensure high quality, and all of their wood is FSC certified.
Oh, actually, those would be perfect gifts for Valentine's Day.
Well then, you have to act fast, because orders placed before the 7th are guaranteed to be delivered before Valentine's Day. If you use our discount code ScreenCrush15 and click the link in the description, you'll get 15% off plus a free gift bag. This is a great deal that you don't want to miss.
Hey, is it okay to get her rings and earrings? Because, you know, you don't got fingers or ears.
Oh no, she's not a puppet, so it's all good. You live a strange life, my friend. So again, click the link below to get 15% off your Holzkern order. These make great gifts for Valentine's Day or any occasion for men and women. Now, back to what I was saying. Now, another big mission that Mark embarks on in his father's stead is his mission to Mars. The Martians are refusing to allow Earth's astronauts to return home because they've been exposed to the sequids.
They are a world-destroying race who left a trail of destruction across the universe.
Now, Mark ignores the warnings of the Martians and escapes back to Earth with the astronauts. Little does he know that one of the astronauts is not human. He has been replaced by a shape-shifting Martian. And the real astronaut, Russ Livingston, has been left behind and is corrupted by the sequids. The Mauler twins successfully revive a member of the original Guardians of the Globe called the Immortal. We then see the Immortal face off against Nolan. Mark, Debbie, and the rest of the world now know the truth about Omni-Man. Mark is forced to battle his father, being that he is the only person on Earth strong enough to stand in the way of Nolan's takeover. Nolan is enraged by the fact that Mark won't join him in his takeover of Earth. They then engage in a brutal battle, one which Mark loses. And just as Nolan is about to deliver the final, fatal blow, he stops himself.
What will you have after 500 years?
I still have you.
So Nolan takes off into space, leaving his son and his mission behind. Mark and his mother struggle with the life-shattering betrayal of Nolan, but Mark continues to serve Earth as Invincible, ironically filling the shoes of his father. So this is Cecil, and he is in charge of the Global Defense Agency, and he was suspicious of Nolan early on. He has appointed the Immortal as the new leader of the Guardians of the Globe, along with new heroes joining the team.
The Immortal's now in charge. A couple thousand years of experience should turn things around.
Meanwhile, the Mahler twins are broken out of prison with the help of a multiversal traveler named Angstrom Levy. Angstrom wants the Mahlers to help him combine the minds of all of his variant selves from throughout the multiverse into one single mind.
Why not just ask them questions?
Because only someone who can see the whole puzzle can put it together.
So, in this exploration of the multiverse, we learned that in most other universes, Mark did not stand up to his father and instead joined Nolan in his takeover of Earth. We even see an evil variant of Mark almost kill a variant of Angstrom in another universe for speaking up against the Graysons' Viltrumite rule.
You will reap
Let's do this, Mark. I missed lunch because of that riot in Bangkok.
Now, back on Mark's Earth, we see him as Invincible pursuing the Mahler twins. He crashes the party right in the middle of the merging of all of Angstrom's minds. This intervention causes the mind-merging process to go awry, and the Prime Angstrom is infused with all of his alternative selves' minds, but with no order to the chaos, he loses control. This results in him hating Invincible because in all other realities, Invincible was pure evil.
I won't rest until I've killed!
On top of all the superheroing, Mark is also graduating from high school and getting ready to go off to college. Debbie is struggling not only with her son being a hero and leaving the nest, but also with PTSD from the betrayal of her husband. When meeting with Cecil, she discovers that Donald is alive.
Donald?
Debbie.
Now, Donald, a GDA agent, was killed in the explosion across the street from the Graysons' home, but we soon learned that Cecil preserved pieces of Donald's brain and put them into an android body. But this wasn't even the first time. Donald has died many times and is now much more machine than man. Elsewhere, we catch up with Adam Eve, who has retired from the hero life and is embarking on philanthropic ventures, hoping to impress her parents and show that her powers can be used to do good. But that goes belly up when her construction project collapses due to lack of planning.
The whole lot was unstable. That's why the city never built there.
This causes Eve to question everything and even her role in life as an enhanced person. And then we catch up with Alan the alien, who Mark met a couple of times previously just outside of Earth's atmosphere. Alan works with the Coalition of Planets, a group of interstellar bodies who stand up in the way of a Viltrumite takeover. Alan comes from the planet Europa, which was attacked by the Viltrumites a few decades back. This leads to his planet joining the Coalition of Planets in their fight against Viltrum rule. Alan is successfully bred into the strongest Unopan ever, all in an attempt to create a fighting force that is capable of taking on Viltrumites. Upon learning that Nolan has abandoned Earth in his mission to conquer the planet, Alan reports back to Thaddeus and the Council, informing them that not only has Nolan gone into hiding, but that young Mark Grayson, a half-Viltrumite, stood up to his father and the Viltrum Empire.
And get this, after they fought, his dad left the planet.
We then see Alan attacked in the middle of space by 3 Viltrumites who rip him to shreds. He is put on life support, but Thaddeus takes him off life support, risking Alan's life, but hoping it will cause Alan to bounce back more powerful than ever, which he does.
Would you look at that?
It is revealed that Thaddeus is Viltrumite, but a rebel Viltrumite who is committed to destroying their empire, and he asks Alan to return to Earth and recruit Mark for the coming war. Back on Earth, Mark is attending college and rooming with his best friend William. Now, Mark is approached by an alien asking him for help back on his planet. Mark agrees and travels through space to the planet of Thraxa. We then learn that this was all set up by Nolan, who has become the ruler of this planet. When he left Earth, he flew into deep space and almost threw himself into a black hole to end his own life. He then saw the Thraxan ship about to get sucked into that same black hole and saves them, and then they deem him to be their ruler. There, he marries and has a son.
Who is that?
This is your little brother.
Mark meets his new brother, who will eventually be named Oliver. Thraxan's lifespans are actually only a year, which means that they age very fast. But with Oliver also being half Viltrumite, his aging is slightly slowed compared to that of a pure Thraxan. Now, Nolan understands that Mark is upset with him, but he wants to rekindle things with his son and asks for help protecting his new family.
But your brother and all these people will die without our help.
So the same Viltrumites that attacked Alan then arrive on Thraxa. Mark takes Nolan's wife, Andressa, and baby Oliver to a cave to hide, as Nolan faces off against the Viltrumites, but they're found and Mark joins his dad in the fight. They win the fight, but just barely. We then see Nolan captured by more Viltrumites and we meet General Craig. Craig tells Mark to return to Earth and finish his father's mission, preparing Earth for a Viltrumite takeover.
You will assume his mission and prepare the planet for our rule.
Mark stays on Thraxa for a couple of months and helps them rebuild, but then returns home to Earth with with his new brother. Now, the stowaway Martian who took the place of Russ Livingston is inspired by the original Guardian member, the Martian Man, and takes on the moniker of Shapesmith to join the team. The real Russ Livingston, possessed by the Sequids, has hijacked a Martian ship and is headed for Earth. Cecil asks Mark to join Eve and some of the Guardians of the Globe to stop the ship from reaching their planet. They're successful, and the real Russ Livingston is returned home, but with a Sequid still inside him. Meanwhile, the other Guardians are attacked by the Lizard League and they are brutally defeated, but Rex is able to get the upper hand in the final moments of the battle. Despite Rex and the others surviving, Kate is believed to be dead following all of her duplicates being killed. That is, until it's revealed that the original Kate, Kate Zero, is still alive and has kept herself separate and in hiding this whole time.
I always kept hidden and lived through a copy.
Mark introduces his mother to his brother, and this is when he gets his name.
Good job, Oliver.
Debbie agrees to help Mark by raising Oliver, and she reluctantly accepts help in the form of a nanny from Cecil. Now, Mark and his girlfriend Amber have been trying to make things work, but his life as Invincible becomes more and more time-consuming, putting stress on their relationship. The Immortal is put on leave of absence due to his depression caused by the death of Kate, because they were hooking up. Then Rudy, aka Robot, is placed back in charge of the team. So Rudy, with the help of the Mahler twins, has also created a clone body of Rex that he has transferred his consciousness into, and so he did away with his old body. Rudy is now in the body of a child, just like his crush, Monster Girl. But despite them both being older minds and younger bodies, Rudy will grow older, while Monster Girl will grow younger and younger. Now, Rudy has feelings for Monster Girl and wants to fix her de-aging problem, but Monster Girl gets uncomfortable even talking about it.
I'm cursed, not broken, and I didn't ask for your help.
But Mark is reminded by Anessa, another Viltrumite, that the clock is ticking for his takeover of Earth.
But soon, another will come, and if he finds you still resistant to your destiny, he will demonstrate the error of your ways, and this whole planet will pay the price.
But on top of the impending Viltrumite invasion, we still have Angstrom Levy, who is out for blood, Mark's blood. Angstrom takes Debbie and young Oliver hostage.
One wrong move, and they fall.
Angstrom toys with Mark, sending him hurtling throughout various realities. Mark gets the upper hand and is able to take down Levy, but he succumbs to his own anger and beats Angstrom to death, stranding himself in another reality. Now, Mark is saved by time-traveling Guardians of the Globe from an alternate future of his own reality, and then he is sent back to his universe.
I don't know if I would have survived here.
You did, but you wouldn't like what you had become.
Meanwhile, in space, Alan fakes defeat and is captured and brought on board a Viltrumite prison ship. There, he encounters Nolan and the two plan their escape. And now you're all caught up for the upcoming third season of... And I want to remind you guys that to get a unique Valentine's Day gift for your special someone, click our link below and use the code ScreenCrush15 to get 15% off from your order from Holzkern.
Yeah, I got my girl those earrings and she loves them. Now I'm back in the game.
If you guys have any questions or if there's anything you think we left out we should have talked about, let us know in the comments below or add us on our free-to-join Discord, or you can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, or Threads. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe, smash that bell for alerts. For ScreenCrush, I'm Ryan Airy.